Hey YouTube. First, I want to thank everyone that left a comment, that sent an email, that sent anything over. I mean, my Twitter, Facebook, about my father passing. You guys are amazing. I mean, just amazing. And so thank you for all your prayers, all your comments. I really appreciate it. So here is you can see that's my father. It's a memorial for him. And I want to tell you about the funeral, memorial we have for him. I actually have 4 bullet points I went off of, and I'm glad I went, because a lot of times I find at funerals, people want to give a piece of their mind. Shut up. It's not your funeral. It's not your place to give a piece of mind at a funeral. So I want to tell you why I'm saying this. The important part is I met my father 14 years ago behind bars. My father was incarcerated. 2011 would have been his 20th year, and I really believe probably at that 20th year he would have been released. My father was behind bars because he murdered my sister's mother. My sister's mother and my mother were second cousins. So lots of stuff, yes, jacked up. Yet I was asked to speak at his funeral, and so was my sister. Now, my sister is a baby. She's 22 years old, so she's my little boo. She's young. So I had really 4 bullet points. So I'm just going to tell you, what do you say at a funeral like that? So I want to tell you what I did. First, when I first heard the news that my father passed, a piece of me was selfish. And I was like, you know what? Now I don't have to tell anyone that my father's incarcerated. I can just say he's deceased, because you know what? People judge you based on your parents' past. I don't get it. I didn't do it. My mom left when I was 1. I didn't leave. And people are just rude. So whatever. So a selfish piece of me said that. The second thing is I had grief for my grandmother. I met my entire part of that family 14 years ago. And I grieved for my grandmother that lost a son. I am a mom of a son. Any one of your children at any age, even before you, that's your baby. If I'm 70 and my kids are in their 50s, those are my babies. So my heart grieved for her. So I said that's the second part. The third part was I gave my words of compassion. Even though my father, I met him behind bars, just the whole thing was just messed up. We're relatives by blood and we're friends by choice. He was my friend. I missed him. I grew to love him. He wrote me. He sent me money when he could. He sent a card every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's, Mother's, every holiday. He never forgot. There was a year or 2 I didn't even write him. Guess what? He was consistent and he still wrote me. My father was my friend. He made every attempt to be my friend. So that was important to me. So the other thing I said was, what I've realized about life is not fair for some people. It's just not fair. So what? We have to continue moving on. You heard, I'm going to share a lot more about my life, because I'm finding that people have so many excuses why they can't succeed. I've lived in a homeless shelter. I have been a victim of domestic violence. I have 3 kids with a man that's not there at all for them. What else? I mean, I moved 800 miles away to a place, didn't have a vehicle, slept on the floor. I have a G.E.D. I mean, so what? Life is about choices and consequences from this day forward. Every single day is a day of Thanksgiving. So it's about choices and consequences. So what? I had a negative past. So what? I wasn't given a fair start. Whatever, keep it moving. So the next thing I said in closure was, look, we are all, those of us that were at the memorial, we're relatives by choice. We're relatives by blood, and we're friends by choice. And I want to just talk to you. Thank you again for your prayers, because he was my friend and I loved him. He's my father. But when I went home, people didn't call. My mom's side of the family, of course, little animosity. My grandma was like, I don't really know why you're here. And look, and this is for single moms especially too, your children, that man may never be around, but your children will innately love their father. And for single dads, your children will innately love that mom. I don't know why. I can't answer that why. But it's a piece of you that wants to know that person. It's a piece of me that wanted to be a part of him. So the reason why I said shut up, the funeral is not the place for you to speak your mind, is because when I went home, it's kind of how my sister was, that she's going to speak her mind. And I'm like, no, it's not the place. A funeral or a memorial is to really honor that person. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. keep it to yourself. They're already in the grave. They can't even defend themselves, okay? So, you know, think of something. If you can't think of anything you're asked to speak, respectfully decline. You know, it was difficult. My sister is wonderful. She's a beautiful young woman. And I'm so pleased to say she got up and she was hurt. She was crying and she said, look, you know, I forgive my father and just, you know, other things. And that's what it's all about. It's about forgiveness and reconciliation for you. So again, thank you, everyone. I'm excited to be back here, YouTube. But look at my hair. It's growing. I got a little bit of length. I feel refreshed. I feel at peace. And I got a ton of things. I was sitting in church today that I'm going to talk to you guys about. And I was on the news in my city here recently, so I have to send you that. But I mean, I'm going to talk, you know, about, I got a YouTube to do. My daughter just told me one of her friends is pregnant, you know. I want to talk about the problem with people asking, how are you? Because they really don't care. I mean, I want to talk about changing your worldview, becoming a better you. You know, I want to talk about, would you give your kids condoms? So, hey, I had another one too. Why I look for feminine traits in my son. I'm a single mom. I look for feminine traits. I'm gonna talk to you. So, anyways, I'm excited to be back. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. And you between YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Spark Wisdom, my life is already good. It's a vanilla ice cream life. But you all are chocolate syrup, sprinkles, whipped cream, and the cherry on top. So thanks for being that cherry on top. Wherever you fit, or get a sprinkles or the whipped cream or the chocolate, okay? I appreciate it. So again, thank you so much. And you're gonna see a lot more of me within the next month, okay? All right, thank you. You can rate, comment, and subscribe.